time of year, spring's right here on us, and
live.
In this area, this about the time of the year.
Here at the foot of Turkey Cock Mountain, the headquarters of American Times Publishing and the world headquarters, the Dixieland Connection, coming to you from Fatv, moving in 5 million watts.
This is video
it
number
is
11.
5:42 p.m. on June 29th, 2021.
I've asked the different ones that seen the other videos to write me questions.
Bringing you a little Don Mayfield.
I would answer these questions, the videos to write me questions.
In such a way
and I would answer these questions
What's going on, John Anderson?
I would answer these questions in a way of trying to create some more stories.
What's happening?
For us to talk about. And different ones, and different ones have been asking me questions, sending in questions. This first question we're going to start on here.
I can't hear what he's talking about.
He's the editor of the American Game Dog Times out of North Carolina. This first question we're going to start on here, it comes from Bill Reynolds. He's the editor of the American Game Dog Times out of North Carolina.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm just wrapping it up for today. Hardy dogs. Marcus the Great, what's going on?
And he asked, what did you see in Tombstone?
Just got a little 4th of July Dawn playing, man.
Decided to match him into Bully Sutton Jr.
I'm trying to get you some sound.
Bully Sutton Jr. Tombstone was
for some reason,
he was one of the dogs in the game that, as we all know, he become a famous dog. And there's lots to tell about such a dog as Tombstone. He become a famous dog. And there's lots to tell about such a dog as Tombstone. He was a dog that's left record of his time here in such a way as Tombstone. He was a dog that's left record of his time here and a dog that's left record of
that's good.
His time here in such a way as it'll be his time here in such a way as it'll be in the game for years to come. To come.
The Mayfield DVDs are good.
He was the dog that was bred. Was bred by Don Maloney. Don Maloney. He was dealing with Earl Tudor at that. Don Maloney, he was dealing with Earl Tudor at that time.
Yeah, I can't hear shit. I'm trying to hear.
Out of Earl Tudor's yard. He was dealing with Earl Tudor at that time, and he had dogs bred out of Earl Tudor's yard. And he bred Tombstone out of his dog he called Toot. Toot was a dog that was out of Tudor's Spike, and Tudor's Baby. No, it was Tudor's Spike and Black Widow. Black Widow was a dog that Maurice Carver once owned, and he got it from Miss Hanson.
Yes, the sound card done took his shit.
Widow was a dog that Maurice Carver once owned.
What's going on?
He got it from Miss Hanson. He got her from Miss Hanson, which she originally came from Earl Tudor's yard. And she ended up back on Earl Tudor's yard in later years. After several different ones had owned her. And when she ended up on his yard, he bred her to Spike.
J Cash, what's going on? Sir Stoffa, Bixler, Wilkins, what's going on? Y'all hit that like button.
Maloney, he dealt that pup at a time to Ron Petronelli in Boston.
Well,
and I believe it was Rhode Island, where Ronelli in Boston.
Old Don Mayfield. Let's see here. I got some more pictures of them. I got some more pictures, but apparently I can't get them to come up here. Trying to get them to come up. Me and Paul Hansen sound like important. I hear you. No, that's with Stockton's Liz. Yeah, that's with Stockton's Liz. Now that one, there's Maurice Carver right there. Do you know what dog that is? Well, do y'all want to listen to some more Mayfield? I can put it back on. I'll put Mayfield back on. Y'all want to listen to some more Mayfield? There's old current picture of Don. Well, not current, of course. He's dead. What do you say, Mike? So what y'all into tonight? That's right. Pid General right there, baby. That's a good picture right there. Now, there he is with Tombstone. No, man, that crybaby dog was a black dog. A crybaby dog look like this right here. That's what all the old timers say. The crybaby dog looks like that pit general dog. Yeah, that's a good picture right there. Old Don with Tombstone. Well, I got 11 Mayfield DVDs available. So if anybody's interested, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that's it. That's what you get. That's a set. What do you say, David? That's what I'm making available right now. That's 11 different Mayfield DVDs. It's not the full set, but I'm having some issues with reproducing some of the stuff. It's got some age on it. Live, 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 baby. Well, if you want one, let me know. All right, Pucky. Here comes the Pucky. Oh, Pucky knows when I'm online. Pucky knows, man.
Ones that owned her. And when she ended up on his yard, he bred her to Spike. And he bred her to Spike.
It doesn't really matter.
He bred her to Spike.
I mean, what matters is you're breeding from Eli forward.
That produced Maloney's two.
That's what matters.
Maloney, he dealt
breeding from
at a
Eli
time
forward.
to Ron Petronelli in Boston.
Oh, Pucky.
And I believe it was Rhode Island where Ron lived.
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
Maloney had he was dealing with Earl Tudor at the time, and he had some of Earl Tudor's very purebred bitches over at his house that he was keeping and breeding them, and him and Earl was splitting the pups in such a way as Don got to keep the ones that he wanted to keep, but the ones he didn't want to keep, he gave to Earl. The ones he didn't want to keep, he gave to Earl, and Earl was selling them. He gave to Earl, and Earl was selling them. But if anybody sold any of those dogs, it would be Earl. If sold any of those dogs, it would be Earl. The deal was with Don just to keep the males. And the females came back. The deal was with Don just to keep the males. And the females came back to Earl's
the point
house.
Is
house. Well,
I trust what Floyd says.
There's no way that he
You got to look at Floyd. If Floyd didn't have no reason to lie.
Have let Earl know that he sold one of those pups.
John Clarkson, what's going on?
Let Earl know that he sold one of those pups out of one of those purebred bitches. Out of one of those purebred bitches.
Yeah, you know, Floyd didn't have no reason to lie to nobody.
And when he sold that pup
his reason
to Ron Petronelli, which was Ron Petronelli, which was Tombstone.
Miguel.
He sold him to her under the breeding. He sold him to her under the breeding of showing that she was out of a crossbred and out.
But like I said, no matter what, I mean, we all breeding from Eli forward. Ain't nobody looking behind Eli.
But I never. But I never was able to find out exactly for sure. How Tombstone was bred. But I always thought that she was out of some of those purebred bitches.
Everybody's looking in front of Eli.
But I always thought that she was out of some of those purebred bitches that Don had there in his yard.
Nobody's breeding behind
he
Eli.
Would have ever let Earl know about it. It would have been a breakup for sure, and Don wouldn't have ever let nobody know about exactly how that. I
tell you what, that ham dog that Floyd has right now is a great example.
I'm just sure that the dog wasn't
of
out
the
of
Eli family of dogs. And if you're looking for an Eli stud dog,
Ron Petronelli got Tombstone
go down there and breed some of
puppy.
that ham dog.
You'd be glad you did. When he was a puppy.
He like breeding them average 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
In Rhode Island. Raised him up there in the cold country in Rhode Island. And they always had him real fat, real heavy up there. And he grew up to be a big dog. He was a big dog, match weight around 55 pounds. I think they wanted to match him at catch weight one time, and they found out his lungs was bad. They thought his lungs was bad, so they didn't match him. And they called him match off.
But he had his own opinion.
They called him match off, but they schooled him up in that area.
And that's what counts. We all have our own opinion.
And schooled him real hard. He was, Ron Petronelli was known to...
Some of it makes sense, so it doesn't.
To really school his dogs hard. And so...
I like to listen to all of them.
And so... Ron had a male that he had bought from Maurice Carver. He called a male that he had bought from Maurice Carver. He called Sue Boy. And the dog had won 2 matches when was matched to go in for his 3rd match.
There you go, can't stop it.
And
that's
I
good.
was looking for a big dog at that time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ron having that dog and all the things that had been done with the dog and everything, and that dog and all the things that had been done with the dog and everything, and how Don Maloney was trying to get the dog back.
That's right. It is what it is, man.
I had a friend down in San Antonio.
Floyd
and his that owned Sue Boy's
dogs
sister.
have stood the test of time.
Named Jim Rourke's, friend of Maurice Carver. Fellow named Jim Rourke's, friend of Maurice Carver's. And Jim and I had been doing some dealing, and I had bought 5 dogs from him.
What do you say, Bobby Tapp?
This female was one of them. Sue Boy's sister. So I contacted Ron Petronelli and told him that I would deal him.
No doubt, man.
Sue Boy's sister for that Tombstone. Dog. And he was real high on that Sue Boy dog, and so we made the deal, and I sent him the female, and he sent me Tombstone.
Well,
when I got Tombstone, he was a real heavy dog. He must have weighed 60. He was a real heavy dog. He must have weighed 70 pounds maybe. He was just 70 pounds maybe. He was just real fat. And so I cut his feed down and got him down to maybe 58, somewhere around there. I pulled him on down pretty good there in a short time. And then I rolled him, this 10-minute roll that Bill was asking me about. I think I wrote of it one time in a story. Maybe 58, somewhere around there. I pulled him on down pretty good there in a short time. And then I rolled him.
This is a dog's pedigree in the picture there where he's making the breed.
I wrote of it one time in a story, how that's the only thing I did to
This is the
Tombstone
pedigree
before
of
I
those
matched him in
dogs.
Bloodlines Jr. But
They're being bred right there.
had won 2 matches with Bloodlines
Get
Jr.
out.
And the talk was
Whatever happened to all them dogs?
Bloodlines had already been beaten.
You may know what happened to
Bob
them
had already
dogs.
been beaten. And the talk was that Bloodlines Jr. was the best dog of that family, as he was a real hard biting dog, and he had lots of drive and pushing ability, and he showed to be gamer than the other ones of that family at that time of their breeding. And he'd won a couple of real good matches. And Bobby Hall was having him open to the world at that time. And so I got Tombstone, and I took him out of my pit, and I set him down for, I don't think it was 10 minutes. I think it was more like 5 minutes.
Was cutting it up with a little.
And Tombstone was the type of dog that
I just got it playing.
he expressed himself so much.
Watching old Don play on there.
I say it was closer to 5 minutes than it was 10 minutes, and I put him in with a big dog that was just some down for.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to
10
him.
minutes. I think it was more
Kirshner
like 5
got him,
minutes.
and then where'd they go from there?
Tombstone.
I see this guy in Holland got some Keystone Kennels.
Was the type of dog that.
And I think he's still around.
He expressed himself so much.
Oh, we're talking about Don Mayfield and what's going on with his dogs and what happened to Don. And where's his dogs out today?
5 minutes, and I say it was closer to 5 minutes than it was 10 minutes. And within 5 minutes, I say it was closer to 5 minutes than it was 10 minutes. And I put 5 minutes than it was 10 minutes.
Who's got Don's dogs?
With a big dog.
Where they at?
With just a big dog. That was just some old rough big dog, just a rough big dog, just a rough big dog.
Looking around here.
The match, and so within 5 minutes there, Tombstone had showed so much to me as to what you're looking for in gameness, and he had plenty of ability. He had good strong body, good strong bones. He had good teeth, and he was a nice dog, real nice dog. But after 5 minutes, I just picked him up, you know, and stopped it and picked him up. I didn't want to get him cut up any, and I knew that Ron Petronelli had schooled this dog out good. I knew he had been schooled since he was a young dog, and at this time the dog was right around 2 years old. He might have been a little less than 2, but he was right at 2 years old. Well, right away I got in touch with Bobby Hall, and we got that match on, and matched him at 55 pounds. Well, at this time, it was Ed Weaver and myself had gone together, and we was putting a show on up on the Red River. We got that match on, and matched him at 55 pounds. Well, at this time, it was Ed Weaver and myself had gone together, and we was putting a show on up on the Red River. It was right on the Red River. As a matter of fact, it was on the banks of the Red River. It was up on the top of a cliff, like. We was at a point. Both sides of this point went down the cliff. It was about 100-foot drop down to the Red River. And myself had gone together, and we was putting a show on up on the Red River. It was right on the Red River. It was right on the Red River. As a matter of fact, it was on the banks of the Red River. It was up on the top of a cliff, Red River. As a matter of fact, it was on the banks of the Red River. It was up on the
here's
top
a more
of a
modern
cliff,
day.
like river. It was up on the
It's
top
more
of
modern
a cliff,
day.
like. We were both. We was at a point. And both
dog from How was that dog, Bobby Tat? Bobby Tat says he had a son, a champion is not. Yeah, how was that dog? There's another one for you. Yeah, I don't know, man. It might have been. Here's another one for you from Mayfield. I heard that, Bobby Tat. Said dog was a great disappointment. Well, they sure all look alike. Some bulldoggy looking bulldogs. Well, that's what I was waiting for, somebody to pop up and be like, yo, this pedigree, that pedigree, yada, yada, yada. I figure Peter Parker or the historian or somebody would have some information on them. I mean, I'm looking around here, and every time I look, it's like around by 2010, they're gone. Nobody breeding it. It's pretty wild. Yeah, like that shit just vanished, man. Well, I mean, I sure as hell don't see anybody breeding it. I'm looking around for it. And every pedigree I go to, it's like it disappears. This one guy, Foster, looked like he was breeding it, but then he quit breeding it. I'll show you one more. I'm going to stop. I mean, you kind of look at it. Past history, what's going on, man? We're just looking at some Mayfield dogs. Ah, shit, I can't pull that one up. I give up. You probably got dragged off by the damn leprechauns at the end of the rainbow. Five, 3, 3, 7, 7, 3, 3. My man, Eric. William, what's going on? KC Carter. There's some Waccamaw blood, but I don't see any Mayfield blood cut in it. I don't see any offspring from her. Oh, we're talking about Mayfield dogs and what happened to them. You're welcome, James. I'm glad you appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're just sitting here looking at some different dogs with old Don. But big difference in that right there and that right there. I mean, them two dogs, there's a big difference in them dogs. Okay. But you look at the difference. There's a Kirshner dog that's supposedly pure family, and there's a Mayfield dog that's pure family. Same thing here. They sure look like something been put in them. Yeah, like they come up off the ground. Got some leg up under them. So what else has been going on? Apparently nobody's seen any Mayfield dogs. They all gone. What else is left? Yeehaw. Red Boy. You want some Red Boy? You want to talk about some Red Boy dogs? They do. What other dogs look like that? Rack City, what's going on, man? What y'all up to today? There we go. Much better, much better. I like that much better. A little bit. Got that little bulldog face. Hell, I don't think anybody stole him. I think they sold that dog. I think they sold that dog and said he got stolen. Yeah, I think they stole that dog, and they say he got stolen. Or if you start out with bulldogs, then that's what they look like, James. You know? Yeah, that was the story. Can't stand it. Oh, the Cottingham blood. I mean, good game dogs. The game as the day is long. Set them up and knock them down. Oh, I think Arnaldo Cardenas bought him. Yeah, I believe Arnaldo Cardenas bought him from Don Mayfield. I don't think Sonny had anything to do with Pit General. How many dogs did Sonny have to show for having Pit General? None. One dog, Jesse's Rods, whatever his name is, Daylight, Midnight, Hold Tight, Midnight, Jesse Rod's Midnight. Yeah, but Midnight looks like your typical inbred Eli dog. I mean, he could be down from exactly like his pedigree says, down through that Holtz Jeremiah stuff, through that Indian pistol dog. I mean, that blood had to produce at least one good dog. I mean, geez, that Indian pistol dog, direct son of Holtz Jeremiah, you think he'd have produced at least one good dog. I mean, his son, Midnight produced a couple good dogs. I think he produced at least one. I mean, for Sonny to have all these stolen dogs, he's never produced shit, did he? I mean, for Indian Sonny to have all these stolen dogs, where's the production, man? Where are the dogs at? I mean, for him to have had Bolio, Eli, Pit General, this and that, where's the Bulldogs? That's what I want to know. But look at Cardenas and look at the Bulldogs that have come out of the Cardenas camp in the last 30, 40, 50 years. Them guys have got Bulldogs. I wouldn't doubt it. They probably got him on a res somewhere. Yeah, man. More than one. More than one. More than one. Hell, you can't even remember his name. No, man. You didn't have all them Bulldogs. Paris, what's up, man? Your book's on the way, brother. Send it out this afternoon. Nah, not Shorty, because I remember when Shorty went down there. I remember when they got all that stuff. Oh, yeah, I remember when they got all that stuff, man. It was way before then. It was way before then. Them boys were jamming with the General back in the 70s. And they used to brag about it. They brag about that shit. Yeah, I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back. We're doing better, Pucky. Oh, Big Daddy's back is hurting, boy. Woo. Make my ears ring. Well, that Hurt Dog, there's a lot of controversy about whether he was produced or not. Oh, cool, man. Who'd you get it from, James? What's the pedigree on the dog, James? Is it Cool, man. Yeah, just tell me the last numbers in the pedigree. Hey, James, is it from the Chiquita breeding? Is it where they bred that bitch, that Pena dog to that Chiquita dog? Is it this breeding right here? Is it that one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the breeding right there. I just put it up. Oh, he was chasing after that bad time and that hard times blood. He was chasing after this stuff. You see what that is, don't you, friend of Eli? See, friend of Eli sees what that is. That's that stuff that Mississippi Matt bred up and didn't give us any of the dogs. See where they selling that stuff, Matt? You give them free dogs and they turn around and sell them. Friend of Eli, tell it like it is. Tell it like it is, friend of Eli. Yeah, I agree. At least you got your dog back. At least you got your dog back. Tell them where that spooky dog's at right now, friend of Eli. Where's that spooky bitch at? Yeah, that's the hard times dog right there. He looks just like old Raiden, don't he? Yeah, that's that old WYK Ripper stuff. Yeah. Yeah, whatever happened to that guy? Yeah, they was all chasing that blood there at the end. Yeah, down in Mexico. And that New Millennium Kennels has got some stuff. What do you say, Tom? What's going on? Where's it? They bred down from it in Mexico. Oh man, you got to see this. So I found where they cut some of that garner blood into it, man. You got to be careful with that now. Hang on here. Oh yeah, that Norm dog was a producer, man. No doubt about that. Oh yeah. I'll be sure to do that, Chris. Next time I talk to him. I don't talk to him that often. How you like that? How you like that dog there now? What? Why? When they start breeding these dogs, they start looking like hound dogs, man. What's up with that? I swear it looks like a lab, like a golden retriever. Yeah, man, I don't know. Got him a nice setup. He ain't very hungry. Got a big old bowl of food back there. Don't even want to eat it.
I found a few locations for hungry near you.
I hear you, man. I hear you, lab dog. I swear, man. I think listens all the time. Always listening, always listening. Not Siri, that's Google. I don't have Siri. I don't have any Apple products. No Apple products here, man. All the time, man. What's wrong with that bitch? That dog is this dog right here. That's this dog. What's 5 bloodlines? Hell, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you today. I mean, you know, all in all, I mean, you know, if I was going to get some stuff, looking to get some dogs, you know, some REDBOY Jeep Jocko, that'd be a good one. Some straight bred Eli, like from Boudreaux, that type of stuff, that heavy Maverick, heavy stuff like that. You know, cross it up with some snooty blood. You know, I like the Niggerino stuff. I like the Boyle stuff. But this is all back in the 1900s. I couldn't tell you jack shit about these dogs today, man. Oh. You got to tell me about them. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to learn. You know, I see stuff like this right here, like this little dog right here, and I'm trying to figure it out. Greg P., what's going on, man? Not Spunk. I knew one named Sput. I knew a dog named Sput. I knew a girl named Champion Spunk. We were talking about old Don Mayfield, man, and talking about lost bloodlines, about how bloodlines get gone, and whatever the hell happened to Don's dogs. Do you know anything about where Don's dogs are at, Jeremy Kendall? Anybody feeding Don Mayfield's dogs in such a way as? The brother to Art. He did quit.
But this time it was this time it was this time it was Ed Weaver and myself had gone together and we was putting a show on up on the Ed Weaver and myself had gone together and we was putting a show on
damn
up
right.
on the Red River. It was right on the Red River. As a matter of fact, up on the Red River. It was right on the Red River. As a matter of fact, it was on the banks of the Red River.
Man,
It was on the banks of the Red River.
I tend to believe Crenshaw on the hurt deal.
Top of a cliff, like we was at a point. We was at a point. And both sides of this point went down the cliff. It was about 100-foot drop down to the Red River. And this land, it just went wide, it was real wide, and then it went right down to a point. Well, back here where it went wide, it was real wide, and then it went right down to a point. Well, back here where it was all real wide, we parked all the cars back there to a point. Well, back here where it was all real wide, we parked all the cars back there. All the cars back there.
Well, that's
and
for sure.
On this point, we got about 100 and something feet off of this point. And set up the
I like old Bulldog looks like, well, this is what I like a dog to look like. Here's what I like a dog to look like. I mean, my ideal dog. Oh, Mm-hmm. He tells the story in such a way as I hear you. To me, man, that's what a bulldog should look like. That's what a bulldog looks like. You want your bulldog, get you some of that right there, man. That's a damn bulldog right there. I've always thought he was the ideal dog. Really liked him, man. That's of course Norm's father, my mega producer. Yeah, man, I'll take me a yard full of dogs like that. We clear them off here. Yeah, man. That's Clemens Dick, man. That's my old stud dog. You know, we still have that blood pretty tight, man. I got this dog here is a stud. Bolero! Bolero! Woo! Bolero. What do you think, Pucky? Huh? Bolero! I do like a dog that looks in such a way. I do. Bolero looked in such a way. Built a whole lot of light, man. Now you got to remember, she's ready to go right there. She's like a week from being matched. But imagine if she was fat. All righty. Oh, yeah, man. She was bulldog. Straight up old bulldog. Can't take that one. Can't take that one. That's old jumping around Bill in that picture. All right. Oh, man, I just bred to the dogs that were close to the house, you know. I think Cherokee Chief quit, didn't he? Didn't that Cherokee Chief dog cur out? No, Just kind of medium bone, you know. Man, it's a beautiful day. Hot, partly cloudy, cotton candy skies. Real nice day. Real nice day. About 78 underneath canopy. Humidity about 80. Sausages on the grill, courtesy of the Georgia boys. Let's see here. I got it. You finally get to see him for the first time anywhere. That was my ringtone, man. Let's see here. This image showed up. Delete. And trying to pull a picture up for y'all and delete. Here we go. Finally, I got this thing to load. I'm going to show y'all Bulldog. Of course, it's going to be slow as hell to load. Crippy. They call it all crippy. All right, live for the first time anywhere. I'm going to show you a picture of this Cuttier dog. If I can get the damn thing to show up. There he is. All right, y'all check him out, man. There he is, Cuttier. At stud. Yeah, James. See, now that's what you need to breed that stuff you got to. That little male you got, that little female you got, you need to breed it. Breed that stuff right there. That's what I've been trying to tell you. That's Spooky, the dog in your pedigree. That's her brother. Yep. That's the real deal right there, man. He's at stud, and there's straws for sale off of him, too. Yep. We got straws for sale off of him. About 50 pounds. 48, 50 pounds. Right. There's the good stuff. If y'all want it, you can get it. You got to get up with Friend of Eli. Yeah, you got to get up with Friend of Eli. It's his dog. Ain't my dog. The dog belongs to Friend of Eli. But yeah, you can get up with him on here, or you can contact me and I can get you up with him. He just bred that spooky bitch. He just bred her. They bred her to, let me see here. Hang on a second. Yeah, they just bred this dog's sister to this dog's brother. You know, they just bred this dog's full sister to that dog's full brother. Lark, what's going on, man? Oh, we're not doing much. We're just hanging out, talking, chatting. We was talking about Don Mayfield and his dogs and what happened to them. And don't really have a whole lot on them. You don't have much on them, do you? Ah, cool, Casey. What's the pedigree? What's the pedigree number, Casey? Oh, man. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to cut out on this one. I might get back on later on. I've been on for an hour and a half, and my back's hurting pretty good. So, but I might pop back on later on. I got to go fix some dinner. Oh yeah, just contact me, man. I'll take care of you. I get you in touch with the guy. I don't know of any in California right now. You know, you can always look at Lopez down there with that bear dog. I like that bear dog, but you got to go down to Mexico to breed to him. Yeah, I'll be back in a little while. I'll be back on later on. I just got to go get something to eat. I'll be back. Y'all take it easy.